Shortly after 4 p.m. on Monday, August 18th, 2025, the Caldwell Police Department in Idaho responded to a home in the 1600th block of Blaine Street after a son apparently reported their father of having a GUN inside the home. When officers responded, they found the suspect's son standing outside, and he let them know that his father was in the house armed and that he was trying to prevent him from leaving the home, but a short struggle ensued and he was able to get out of the house safe. When officers went inside of the home, that is when they found 18-year-old Hope Cornish, who also goes by the name Onyx Cornish, in the house deceased from a GSW. And her father, Delbert Cornish right here, was taken into custody. This was after he had taken his brother's car from the home and fled to Mountain Home, where his ex-girlfriend resided, to hide from authorities, but he was ultimately apprehended there around 7:30 p.m. that night. He was arrested on suspicion of 2 felony counts, first-degree MURDER and attempted MURDER, which ultimately turned into first-degree MURDER, aggravated assault, as well as possession of a deadly weapon during the commission of a crime. When Delbert was interviewed by authorities, he said that his plan was to take his 3 children's life and then his own with a 9mm hand GUN that he purchased from a sports store. And he had planned to do this as early as September of last year. Delbert told authorities that he had been struggling with depression and he was sick of living in the house with his brother, who allegedly bullied him and his 3 kids. And his reasoning for wanting to take his children's lives, he felt like if he passed away, his kids would not be able to live on without him. Delbert did end up confessing to what went down. He said that on Monday the 18th around 9 o'clock he started taking shots, building up the courage to do what he was planning to do. He then went into his daughter Hope Onyx's room, and that is when he did what he did to her, and then he waited around for his son to get home from school. When his son, who was listed as LC in the documents, ended up coming home, he told him that he had taken his sister's life and then asked him to go and check on her. This was when he was planning to unalive him as well in the same room. LC refused to go into Hope's room to check on her, and that got Delbert really upset. Delbert ended up at the floor and then trying to block LC's exit from the home, but like I said, a struggle did ensue and he was able to get out of the house. LC did mention seeing his father try to aim the GUN at himself, and when he did pull, it didn't end up doing anything because the magazine had fallen out in the midst of their struggle. The magazine was ultimately found by authorities on the floor by the front door during their investigation. When Hope Onyx was found by authorities, they did say that there was a pride flag draped over her, and Delbert said that he did that to honor her. They also found the family's cat deceased as well. Authorities had also found a note at the home that Delbert had written for authorities to find after he and his children were found deceased, and they also found a bunch of notes that were really angry notes toward his brother. Crystal Thompson, who is Onyx's mother but did not live in the home with them, said that Onyx and Delbert butted heads a lot, but she never ever thought that he would get violent like this. She said that she's devastated over this, that Onyx had recently been sober for about a year and that she had recently started dating someone new. She had recently gotten a new job and she was really starting to get herself on the right track. Delbert is now being held at the Canyon County Jail without bail, and his preliminary hearing is scheduled for September 3rd at 8:30 in the morning.